Howdy all, Mojang Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. Alright. I must have put it away, huh? Right? Because I had another, yeah, it's right here now. 1.2. 1 extra damage. And I found another hoe, which is just weird. So what I'd like to do today, I guess, is I'm going to go look for some andesite. I need a ton of andesite. And I guess it's time to add on to the Nether Hub. And so for that, I've got to go. Whoa. Okay, here's the thing. If you're gonna go caving, you should probably take some torches with you. Yeah, it might be handy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of handy torches. In my anti-piglin armor. This is not the way down. I have just thrown myself into a pit. That's not good. Well, that's gravel. It feels like a million years since the last time I recorded this. I think it's only been a week. Oh man. So it's time changed today. And I was supposed to, I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I was supposed to be somewhere. And I get up, and, you know, the family was going, and we were driving separately because they had some other stuff to do afterwards that ow, I nearly died. They had some stuff they were doing afterwards that I wasn't going to be a part of. Not that I wanted to be a part of it. I didn't even want to be asked to be a part of it. This is a different kind of didn't want to be a part of it. Sometimes they go to do something and I'm not even asked, and it's a little annoying. Sometimes I don't care. This is one of those I don't care moments, and I would have said no. But, yeah, so I don't know what time they left this morning, but apparently, because usually when we go to the thing together, I'm the first one ready to go, and we were leaving separately. So one would think that if you noticed that I wasn't ready to go, and I had said the previous day that I was going, and you also are aware that it's time change, which, if you don't know what time change is this dumb thing that was put into place like in the 1700s, maybe 1800s. I'm pretty sure it's 1700s. I would dare say the 1700s. To allow farmers to get extra time during the spring. Because a million years ago, in the 1700s and the 1800s, they didn't have 24-hour-a-day lights available. You couldn't afford to keep your oil lanterns going or whatever, and some people just did things by the light of day. So when it was bright out, you did work, and when it was dark out, you did sleep. And so some places they have daylight savings time, and it's the dumbest thing ever. And I've always hated it and thought it was stupid, and I still think it's stupid. And so, seriously, how is it beneficial at this point? How? It's just not. And so, yeah, I set my alarm. I did not get up until my alarm went off. My clock requires me to manually set the time, and nobody bothered to wake me up before they left. So I didn't go today. I was gonna. I wanted to. I did not get to go. I mean, I guess I could have gone, and it would have taken me, like 10 to 15 minutes to get ready, and then, I got up, right, and it's super quiet, and I'm like, is everybody upstairs? Because sometimes they're all the way upstairs, like second floor upstairs, and my bedroom is in the basement, and it's fully furnished and finished basement. So it's basically just another floor of the house. It's not like a basement. And so so I go upstairs and there's nobody there, and I'm like, oh, all right. Like maybe they're upstairs. And I get in the bathroom, and I've got my phone with me. I don't normally carry my phone, but I was going to be driving separately, and so when I drive separately, I like to take my phone with me just in case something untoward happens to me, like my car breaks down. And I noticed the light on it was flashing, that I'd gotten a text message. Wasn't a text from them. My niece is having computer issues, and her computer department father can't solve them, apparently, so wants me to, or keeps sending me, his kids go off to college. They don't have computers, so instead of giving them money for their open house, we bought them computers, right? But they've never had computers before, and which is bizarre to me, and so they don't know anything, and so they have the slightest little issue, it's a problem, and they can't fix it. And so my brother apparently is offended, at least that's what I gather from his texts. He's offended that we have purchased for them these computers. I don't know what he thought they were supposed to do when they went to college, with no way to type up papers or do research or watch online seminars. I don't know. But the last time she had an issue, I think the problem is that it's got the stuff on it that it came with, and the stuff on it that it came with is never as good as if you just wipe it and install your own software. But of course that takes money, and they're college kids with parents who won't buy them a computer for college. And ooh, look at that. Done did found some diamonds. Diamonds, diamonds. I think those are diamonds anyways. Yeah. And, so the last time this happened, it was a Windows Update thing. And I get this angry text from my brother about how the laptop that we bought is already messed up and it's already having hardware issues, and he ran some tests and the hard drive is bad and we're gonna have to send it back. And I'm like, well, okay. And so we went and got the laptop so that I could work on it, which is ridiculous because she's at college and it's like a 45-minute drive for him. And so that's like an hour and a half for us. That's one way. And so I don't know why you would act like that, but he refused to go. Because if he went and picked it up, it would be 9 p.m. by the time he got home. If he left after work to go get this laptop, it would be 9 p.m. by the time he got home, and he wasn't doing that. So instead, we went and didn't get home until midnight. And so, yeah. And so he sends me this text today, right? He's like, I don't even understand. I feel like he's got terms for things that aren't the terms that I use. I don't know what a diet bar is, but that's what the text says. The diet bar is missing. And so she can't change her brightness, and somewhere in there something got I think that there's been another Windows update, and so it got a driver issue with the video card, and so he's fixing it. He's sending me angry texts about how the video card in this thing is all messed up. That's what it says. That's the first text he sends me. No context, no anything. She can't change the brightness. And I don't think he even tells me until like 3 texts in what is going on. And even then, I'm not sure. She can't change the brightness. I tried to install the video card drivers, and it says that it can't even detect the video card. And so now who knows what he's done to it, because it says he's tried to update all the drivers. Not what drivers, not any of that stuff. So I don't know exactly what he's tried to do to it. He hasn't responded to my text in a while where I told him to uninstall the previous NVIDIA drivers and try again. I wasn't even aware that she was home. And so I don't know if he's like doing this remotely. I know he's a big fan of the remote thing. Which has got to be super annoying, trying to do something where you've got to reboot the computer all the time, right? But yeah, that's been my morning, is lots of angry texts about how what we purchased for my niece is a piece of junk, and it's not a piece of junk. It's a nice laptop. Is this andesite? Oh, I just got that much andesite on me. Gonna need more, that's for sure. It's gonna take a lot. And so, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think the first text when you go to tell somebody a problem should be the video card in this thing is all messed up. Because I don't know what that means. I don't know what a diet bar is either. I'm not sure what he's talking about. I'm not a laptop person, so maybe there's a thing called a diet bar. I'm not saying there's not. Just saying I have no idea what that is. And he said the function keys don't work. I mean, if I had a spare copy of Windows 10, right, I would just wipe that thing and put Windows 10 on there and be done with it. It's got Windows 10 on it, but it's got, you know, I think it's an HP laptop, so it's got all the HP crap on there. It's under warranty, though, too, so you don't want to get too crazy with it. That's the other thing, is that I'm pretty sure she has the warranty stuff. And so I don't know why he's always sending us messages that we're going to have to send it back. Because this is like the third time that he's wanted to send it back. It doesn't seem any flakier than the other laptop I've ever worked on. They all seem flaky to me. I'm not a laptop fan. I think there's just from the few times I've worked on them a lot, but from the times I've worked on them, if you try to do much with them and you don't know what you're doing, they seem to shut down pretty hard and often. And all that included software is always junky. And you'd think that if you're manufacturing your own laptops, that maybe the software that's supposed to keep it going would be a little more robust. Hey. Wow, that guy took 2 swipes from my sword. It's a nice enchanted sword. I don't appreciate him surviving all that. But, yeah. Anyways, I don't know, I've been playing a lot of, so my sister, she, this is the, I've been playing a lot of, my sister, usually has to work on the weekends because there's a lot of paperwork at her job, and instead of doing it at her job, she hangs out with the other employees and chats. And so then she has to bring all her paperwork home. And so instead of doing fun things when she's at home, she does the paperwork from work at home. And so this weekend though, she had it all done because she's been doing it at work. And the thing is it's tiny. I don't understand. It's like I think she said there's like she's a psychologist, right? And so, or no, she's a therapist. And I thought she was a psychologist. She tells me she's not a psychologist. She's a therapist. Although I thought she had a degree in psychology, so I don't know what exactly is the difference. because I'm a slacker, and that's a totally different thing. And I'm not really a slacker, but I like to pretend. You know, I've got a job. I'm doing. I had several jobs over my life. I have to say, I'm not sure. I like aspects of the ship. Anyways, that's not the story. That's not the story. I like aspects of my job. So I say it's not the story, and then I'm going to go on and talk about it anyways. I like aspects of my job that, like, it's not particularly scheduled. Like, there's a weekly thing that we're shooting for, but it don't matter how much you do to get there, as long as you get everything you're supposed to for the week done. And so it's nice. And on that aspect, it's nice that I don't have to interact with people. I just get emails occasionally and a list of what we're working on, and then everything else I do is pulled off of the server. And so that's nice. Because my previous job was a college professor, and that was nothing but interacting with people, and that's exhausting to me. On the other hand, there's a lot more work in my current job compared to my previous job. College professor deals with people, but you also only have to work when you have class, and I would only have like 3 classes a week, and I taught night classes, which only met once a week, which meant that I would only have to work 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So I would work 3 days, sometime during the week, maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'd get 4 days off a week. 4 days off a week. Now I kind of get 2. Although often those 2 are then used up by other things. Especially with the shifting of the people that live here, and the guy who was doing the yard work is no longer here, so now somebody has to step up and do the yard work, and that has turned into me, even though the other guy that lives here only works 2 days a week. Maybe 3 days a week. And I feel like he could chip in more. And he acts like it's an affront to have to wash dishes twice a week. So I don't know how to get out of here. I am lost. I think I'm about to dig to the surface. And yeah. So anyways, so my sister, she comes home, right, and she's got nothing to do. And so she comes down and she gets out her laptop, and we've been watching Killing Eve, which is pretty fun, and so she wanted to watch some more Killing Eve. But she's also, in her past life, a bit of a gamer, and not a big one, not like me. But she does play Minecraft, and she hasn't played it in a long time because she brings all our paperwork home for years now. And so she's like, I want to get a game to play. I'm like, oh yeah? And she's like, yeah, I want one of those point-and-click graphic adventures. I seem to remember I used to like those. I'm like, alright. So she's looking at some different stuff, and she's like, oh, here's one that I've played before. They got the whole series on Steam here, but it's like $80. And I'm like, well, I said, you know, we got your kids all hooked up on the computers here. We could play some Minecraft together. And she's like, I don't really want to play Minecraft. I'm like, okay. And she says, I feel like I get on there and I don't know what I'm doing and there's nothing to do. And oh, I wanted to put down a torch, not... Jeez. Just... Will you put a torch down? Thank you. Look at... Look at... I totally can see where I live from the smoke. That's why I put that there. And it never works. This is the first time it's ever worked. Turns out you can't see that from very far away. And... yeah. So I've been playing this mod pack, modded Minecraft called Rustic Waters, which I've been making a series of now, and it's really fun. Or I think it's really fun. And so I said, you know, Minecraft is point and click, and she says, well, I don't know what to do on there. I'm like, well, you know, some of the new mod packs are very quest driven. And so you just follow a quest book. She goes, oh, well, I've never played one like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's you might like it. And so that's what we've been doing all weekend. Friday night, all day yesterday, probably most of the day today is gonna be multiplayer. Not together. I mean, we're together, like, in the same room or the same house, but we're not, like, on teams. Although we're in the same building. And so we're kind of... Man, there's no glass. I need glass. You got any sand? You got sand. I wanted to take some glass with me. You don't cook glass in this? Oh, man. Does it go in the smoker? That would be dumb. Why do I have blaze rods on me? Cook me some glass. Cook me some glass. So yeah, so we've been playing that all weekend. It's pretty cool. It's I wanted her to have her own world, and so we so I had her go ahead and start a single player game and then open it to LAN, and then we play that way, and that way the world is hers, and then she's playing on a laptop, which hasn't seemed to have been a problem so far. And so she does that while the rest of us connect in to her computer. What's the space between these? 1, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Just wanted to know. And so it's been pretty fun doing that. I really like the mod pack. It's pretty cool. I've never done one before. It's a C block pack. Okay, now we can't go. What did I do? I went over there. That doesn't work for me though, because why didn't it just go straight? Because I need my hub all the same level, so I'd like to just down through here. Makes me me a little nervous doing that. And so I've never done a sea block map before, and so you're just like in a big cube in the middle of the ocean. Except this one's got like floor, ocean floor, and surface where you can get up to and build. So it's not quite like what I would consider an ocean block. It's like those void maps, right? Where you just start and you've got the void, and that's it, like a tree. So this one starts you in a big glass cube, and it's prismarine glass, and then the middle of it is a couple of saplings, you know, and then you start everything from, well, to be honest, the new void worlds are not as hard as some I have done, because I have played with a quest book without real rewards, where everything starts from scratch, and you have to work your way up from nothing. This is crazy. Where are the openings? Also, it's kind of hard to see right now. There is a sunlight glare across my monitor. Not appreciating. It's like right in the middle of my screen. I think there's sunlight on the arm of my recliner that I'm sitting in, because that's how I play. And it is shining a big brown glare right across. Seriously though, where's the openings? Where does this... We're just not opening up, we're just trapped in a tiny little tunnel. Oh, here we go. Tiny little tunnel forever, I thought there for a minute. Okay, so now here's where it gets a little trickier. Because now I've done that, but this is actually supposed to be up here. Also, I hate to say it, but I need to go back and look at my Nether Hub tunnels, because I don't remember exactly what these look like. I want to make sure it's regular andesite. I know there's some polished andesite, but I think that's just on the sides. I think. So far back here. But yes, that one's been pretty fun so far. I have one more little story I wanted to tell. Yeah, it's just regular andesite. Okay. So one more little story, and then we'll call it here. And that is. So the other night, there's a father-son basketball game. I think I already told this story in like my 7 Days to Die video. So they're having like not a father-son, they're having fathers and students basketball game at the school. And so my this is my other pickaxe here. And so for whatever reason, my brother-in-law decided he was going to go. I mean, his kids are students there, but he was really excited about it. And you know, I'm just like, okay, be excited about it. And okay, so if I'm here, 1, 2, 3. So we gotta get... Oh, are you just a block? You're just a block in the middle of the world, aren't you? So you're no fun. Oh, maybe you're not. I can't tell. See, I like to yeah, you were just a block in the middle of the world. I like to try and keep the lava, because I think it's cool to have the lava on the sides, but it only works if the lava is a lot of lava and not just like one little block. Unless it's a block that's on the edge of where I'm gonna dig out, then it's okay. But if it's not that, then it's not gonna help me, because it's just gonna get destroyed, because I'm gonna have to do something about it while I'm trying to dig out the tunnel. That's gonna be my new hub here. So yeah, so let's finish the story. And they leave the house, right? They leave the house, and I'm sitting here, and I'm streaming. Well, I'm not streaming because my internet sucks, but I'm hanging out with a streamer in his stream. We're playing Factorio together, as we do on Thursdays. And Mr. M. Fretwell every Thursday, Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m.-ish. 4 p.m. Eastern-ish. And all of a sudden I hear water just like rapidly dripping onto my tabletop gaming table. So I tell my guy to step away for a minute, and I run over, and I'm dabbing up the water and putting paper towels down. Ooh, did you see that? We are over Crimson Forest. I hate to say it, but I think... Oh no. All my stuff is gone. No. Dang it. Oh, dang it. Now I'm going to have to do all that work again. Man. Well, at least I didn't have my netherite pick on me, right? Because that thing was super rare. Dang it. Alright, anyways. So I move my table, put stuff over it, trying to get all the water and stuff. I go upstairs, giant puddle in front of the refrigerator. Just giant puddle everywhere in the kitchen. And what it's done is it's so much whatever was spilled that it's reached the edge of the floor and is seeping down through at the corners of the floor and dripping through my ceiling down here. As has happened, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different times this has happened, at least. I just don't get it, because if you clean it up, it doesn't happen. But they don't clean it up; they just leave it as a giant mess. And the dog's outside, barking his head off. He's an indoor dog, but he goes to the bathroom outside, and so they took him out so he could go to the bathroom, and then just left him chained outside, and left a giant puddle of water, and then raced off to get to that basketball game. I was the only one home. And I'm just like, seriously? That's just... So, probably today is just going to be another day of rustic waters. Alright, with that, click like if you like, subscription, catch the next one. I will talk to you later.